This year we had 10 lifeguards on and we had probably 700 to 800 Dutch people in a rip. The odds weren't stacked in our favour. Worst case scenario, she stops breathing and her heart stops.
New Year's Eve at Bondi is always a colourful night. You know that there's always going to be people wild on the streets. There's going to be brawls, lots of drinking, lots of arrests. And, you know, of course, we finish up with the end result. They all come down for sunrise on Bondi Beach and we're pulling them out of the water.
Hello, darling.
Alcohol's banned on Bondi Beach, but on New Year's Day they come straight from parties, full of booze. Just have a good night.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What should I say to you? We're on the beach. I sense an opportunity. All the people are dancing around curb box. They pick him up like he's a god. And then they baptised him.
Ideal way to start the year, is it?
They're a real unpredictable bunch and they can turn quite quickly, so you just got to be really careful. A couple of girls jumped in the buggy for a photo opportunity and, you know, I started digging a hole to put a sign in. All of a sudden, they've just teared down the beach 100 miles an hour. They think it's hilarious. But if I have to go to an emergency, someone could drown. We're just doing our job down here, just trying to save lives. These backpackers, they wouldn't steal a police car or an ambulance. But, you know, they see it as fun to steal the lifeguard's vehicle.
That's good. No. Good hell. She goes, how do you get to the pub? How do you get to the pub? Oh my God. Thank you very much. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. No drink driving, guys.
As a result of this, we've actually put kill switches in the buggies, and you ain't gonna find them.
Approaching 7 p.m, it's pack-up time, but the New Year's crowd have different ideas.
Letting everyone know that the lifeguards go home at 7 o'clock. If you go in the water and you get into trouble after 7 o'clock, you're on your own. There is no one to help you.
Yeah, I mean, we want to protect and serve, but it's New Year's Day, we want to have a beer as well.
Once again, to all the swimmers out there, guys, the lifeguards are finishing up for the day. I recommend you call it a day and come back tomorrow.
But at 9:30 p.m, a call from police. Lifeguards are back on duty.
Had the biggest day ever, and I just got home and had some dinner, and I got a call there's a chopper down here searching for a missing person. A drunken swimmer's gone in, and he's never come out.
They both went in.
Yeah.
Both went in and one come out.
Been on the drink all day, and all from last night and all day. Come down for a swim, and yeah, never come out of the water.
So I'm pretty upset, you know, we were here to 8:15 tonight. We did loads of rescues, it was getting dark, and we warned people over and over.
Oh, yeah, affirmative, thank you. Yeah, thanks for your assistance. They've had a look at the shore. They've also had a look at the cliff face.
Postponing.
At 10 p.m, the search is postponed.
I guess we'll sort of take us as it goes in the morning. If he's still missing, then it's more of a body recovery, which will be not nice at all.
It's an absolute tragedy if something has occurred here, but weighing up all the options, they told me he was a good swimmer. Yeah, sure, he'd had a gut full of piss, but mate, I reckon he's somewhere else.
It's a horrible way to start the year.
Next morning, Deano gets a phone call about the missing swimmer.
How did it happen? Yeah, mate, I guess it's the best result. It is frustrating, but happy not to be looking for a body this morning. I'll pass it on. Cheers, John. He's all right, boys. He was drunk and irresponsible and he's turned up at his mum's house. It's really, I don't know how to take it. I guess I'm glad he's not dead.
You know, it says it all. It was a hot day. The 1st of January, they got blind. They've gone for a swim and missed each other.
Well, he left his clothes on the beach. I guess you would, you know, he's gone missing and just disappeared.
Did he walk home through Bondi on New Year's Day in the nude and not even know about it?
By midday, there are an estimated 20,000 people on the beach. A dangerous combination of swell and tide unsettles the lifeguards.
Mate, the tide's going out and the swell is large and the crowd is pretty much all still drunk.
The tide has now changed and the water is starting to push out to sea.
With the tide turning, these rips are just going to start kicking right in. Something's going to happen. You don't see Whippet like this. He's got ice in the veins, this kid, and when you see him get edgy, you know it's going to get dangerous. Very dangerous.
Within minutes, Matt's predictions prove right. A boy swimming outside the flags struggles to stay afloat. Then Harry spots someone else in trouble. Meanwhile, the jet ski scoops up swimmers caught further out. Brooke is the only lifeguard left on the sand. At the worst possible moment, the jet ski suddenly stops.
You all right? Put it on the reserve tank.
Put it on the reserve tank.
Just hit the stop button and see if that kicks it back in.
No matter what Troy tries, it won't start.
Please clear the water. It's breaking down and he's going to wash in.
At the mercy of the waves, the half-ton jet ski has suddenly become a serious danger. If it hits a swimmer, the consequences could be dire.
Attention in the water. Could all those people swimming here in front of this jet ski please clear the water?
I'll turn it around and you'll just be able to wash in, just hold on the back of the mat.
Troy is in trouble as a set of waves looms in.
See, hang on, Troy. Perfect. He's done the right thing. He's jumped off then, took it side on the back of the mat, and just washed him straight in.
With the beach at its most treacherous, the jet ski is out of action and the team is stretched to the limit.
Oi, no more swimming here. You can't swim.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, the lifeguards are dealing with very difficult situations today. You must go up to the flags, 300 metres up to the door.
So just head back to shore. We've got 3 no swimming signs up there. We don't want anyone swimming out here. Conditions are really dangerous.
As lifeguards scan the water for struggling swimmers, attention is suddenly drawn to the shallows. Brooke races over. The man is playing a practical joke.
Feel free to give him a spray.
He's just playing dead. He's getting a bit of attention, but if he wants to do it, go do it in your bath or something, not down the beach.
I thought it was a full-on spinal. Like he was laying there and everyone's looking at him. So I went up and then he looked up and just smiled at me and I went, yeah. I kicked the guy. We had the jet ski breaking down, Whippet's out doing a rescue. I'm trying to watch 100 other people in the water. can't believe he's so selfish just to take my time away from other people.
Broken down jet ski, Whippet was doing a rescue, spinal in the freaking shore break. It was anything.
Yeah, that was terrible.
And I had my feet up on the rhino.
Oh, this is going to be chaos.
Hundreds of Dutch backpackers are welcoming in the new year by running into the surf at Bondi.
So this year we had 10 lifeguards on and we had probably 700 to 800 Dutch people in a rip. The odds weren't stacked in our favour.
Then, one of the Dutch backpackers reports that a girl is unconscious further up the beach.
Whereabouts, mate?
Crew to Hoppo Central. Front of the town for the boat trailer.
Yeah, copy. Reidy's heading down now.
Lifeguards' response time is critical.
Pretty much on the runway.
Reidy finds an unresponsive teenage girl.
Boys, can you please bring a medikit down here, ASAP?
The girl is accompanied by her cousin.
Do you want to take some history? Yeah. She's had some drugs yesterday.
She's had 2 packs of MDMA yesterday. She's 17.
And she's also had Lyrica.
She's also had Lyrica.
Lyrica is a pharmaceutical drug that's normally used to treat seizures and nerve damage.
Baggers, I need the medikit.
So when we get to a patient and we're doing our first obs, we want to get the vital signs, we want to get breathing, we want to get circulation, which is a pulse. In this case, we didn't have much to go on at all.
Okay. She'll be okay, Okay, she's got lifeguards with her, it's okay. Where's she from?
She's from Liverpool. She's my cousin.
She's from Liverpool?
The girl's jaw is clenched shut, making it difficult for lifeguards to administer oxygen.
Can you hear us? Just give us a little squeeze on the hand if you can hear me.
More information comes in.
She wasn't breathing properly.
She wasn't breathing properly?
I don't know why.
Okay.
Her stomach wasn't breathing.
Yeah. You should have come and got us earlier.
And alcohol?
We had a couple of bottles between 5, 6, 7 of us or something.
And did you sleep much last night?
No.
Not at all.
So now the negatives are starting to add up. We've got MDMA, we've got pharmaceuticals, we've got alcohol, we've got no sleep, and she's only young. It's not looking good in her favour. Just lightly bagging her.
Lifeguards must assist the girl's breathing using an airbag.
Squeeze our hand if you can hear us.
All right.
Just squeeze your hand. In and out of consciousness.
And what's what? She's breathing, but very faint and got a very faint pulse.
As lifeguards wait for the ambulance, they get an unexpected offer of assistance from the public.
So while we're in the thick of things, another element gets added on, and 2 Irish nurses appear from nowhere.
Oh, yeah. I'll get it run up.
Can you hear us? Yeah? Give us a squeeze. There you are.
We don't have one. We can't find it.
Yeah, we're trying to get one.
Do you want to go and grab one out of the tower for us? We should have one in the tower.
We've got one in the tower, yeah. We decided that we would send them to go and get one of our pulse oximeters. What's that on? It's a unit that goes on the end of the finger and can tell a patient's blood oxygen saturation and also their heart rate.
The sisters return with the oximeter.
Hello. Hi. She's got a pretty faint pulse.
Has she taken anything?
Yeah, she took MDMA yesterday.
Have you done blood sugars with her?
No, we don't have stuff to do that stuff.
But Reidy is unsure about how much more help they can offer.
Have you girls been out or not?
We have been out, yeah, but we're okay. We're not so.
When people try and help us on the beach, we don't know the extent of their medical training. So for us to trust that person to treat a critically ill patient is something that we try and avoid. We've got paramedics coming, so we're just going to support her breathing until the paramedics come, So as we're treating the patient, it becomes evident that we can smell alcohol on 1 or 2 of the nurses' breath.
What time did you get home?
Oh,
you haven't been home yet?
We haven't been home since last night.
Can I put a Gadell in?
Don't put a Gadell in, yeah.
No, she's just measured.
Yeah, right, yeah. This forms a real big problem for us because we're in the middle of a serious scenario here. Worst case scenario, she stops breathing and her heart stops.
It's gonna be alright. These guys do this a lot, yeah? Very.
We've got to make the call to get them to step aside. Thank you.
Thanks, girls.
Thanks a lot. Where's that oximeter?
When paramedics arrive, the girl is conscious, but her condition remains serious.
Here she is. She's awake. It's okay. You're all right. No worries. All right. That's good. Get comfortable.
Hang on. I'm going to put a few things on you, and then we're going to get you up into the ambulance, all right? I'm just going to put this in your fingers first.
No, we can establish that.
Friend's healing.
Yeah, friends said it's been rough.
We're going to get you up onto that. Take up there so we get away from everyone. All right.
When we arrive at a patient who's been critically unwell and in quite a lot of danger, to see them recover and then be quite stable, leaving the beach better than we found them, is hugely satisfying for us, and we've done our job.